Hi y'all, I am Christy Post Wallace and this is KPW Creative. Since this channel explores writing, performing, and directing through how-to videos, interviews, and information videos, I want to show you how I apply all of these things in my work. To show you all various ways that you can put all of these things into your own practice, I'm going to be doing sub-videos where I'm going to be explaining how I am using them in my own projects. So for example, this video is a sub-video of the channel introduction, kind of like Intro 2.0. Right now, I just happen to be working on a few projects that will help me apply these things in ways that will help demonstrate the application of these videos. The first project I'll walk you through is a solo show I'm developing right now, Old Woman Winter, the Cailleach. It will premiere in the Salt Lake Valley, Utah in December of 2023. So make sure that you follow me on Instagram so that you stay up to date on all of the information about tickets and dates. It will also be playing one weekend in Southern Utah. So the first topic I'll be exploring, I'm so completely obsessed with it. So I am very excited to be talking about it with you. Dramatic story structure. The next sub video, I will be applying dramatic structure to my solo show development. You might be wondering, Christy, how did you decide what your solo show was going to be about? Side note, I'll be doing a video a little bit later talking about how do you generate ideas, so make sure you look out for that. Back to the Cailleach. So Christy, how did you decide what your solo show was going to be about? 2.5 years ago, as I was finishing grad school, I felt a really deep interest in connecting more to my ancestry. And one of the main ways that I felt pulled to my ancestry was through folklore. I bought multiple folklore books that had stories in it from Celtic background, Irish and Scottish, as well as Germanic and Norse. One I read first was Foxfire, Wolfskin, and Other Stories of Shape-Shifting Women by Sharon Blackie. I also got it on Audible because I had a friend of mine tell me how delightful it is to listen to, and I got it and I can highly recommend this book on Audible. This is non-sponsored. This is just me being purely delighted by it. When I got the book, I randomly chose a story to begin with. And that first story that I read was about the Cailleach. Blackie's exploration of a small, old, forgotten woman was so human, so compassionate that I fell in love with this character instantly. From there, I did a lot more research. I read multiple versions of the Cailleach. I listened to storytellers talk about her and her tales, and I found the versions that spoke to me the most. I became really inspired by the work of the Geena Davis Institute. Although there are some films, television series, and plays that have characters of women over a certain age, I'd like to see a little bit more of them. I realize that the Cailleach is a forgotten woman, and I want to find ways to remember and commemorate her in hopes that we can remember and begin to commemorate the elder women in our lives. So my big question right now is why and how do I get an audience to fall as deeply in love with this character as I am? That's what I'm working on right now. Though the script is still in the development stage, the story arc is becoming clearer and clearer. I've been exploring my version of her story through research, reading, and ruminating on long walks. I also write uninterrupted morning pages, a la Julia Cameron's Artist's Way. So for the morning pages, the idea is that you sit down and handwrite 3 pages every day. And the main idea is that those pages that you write are a free write. Now, when I first started writing my morning pages, the first couple entries are hilarious. It's me saying things like, here I am writing in my morning pages, and I don't know why the hell I chose such a big notebook. I admit the first few days for me were a little rough because I was just doing it to create the habit, which ended up paying off in the end. And now I'm into writing the morning pages. I'm grateful that I have a bigger notebook because then as the ideas continue to flow through me, I have more space and time to write. So as I began my morning pages in the summer, after I hit 1 month, I went back and I was reading through some of the entries that I did. I found that I had written 5 different possible beginnings to the play of the Cailleach. And since then, I've been able to type them all up and rearrange some of the events so that I have a really strong beginning. I also have a few scenes that I'm going to be able to work in. There are literally a million possibilities in the room whenever we sit down to create. That's a quote from my mentor, Valerie Curtis Newton. And another idea from Elizabeth Gilbert, that once we start with the work, the story will flow through us. In a way, we become a conduit for this story to be inhabited. And I feel that way with this solo show. Also coming soon, a sub video where I talk you through my process of developing this solo show. And it is a development. It isn't just writing for me. It's an total inhabiting of the story and the character. All right, y'all, thank you so much for checking out this sub video, and I cannot wait to share dramatic structure with you soon. I'm seriously so obsessed with dramatic structure. Thank you for watching. Please like below and also subscribe. Let your friends and family know about this channel and share this information on social media. Until soon. And info videos, I wanted to show you how to apply what I discuss. So the next sub video to that, I will be applying. So